on the long, and oh. That's how you want to finish your semifinals right there. Wow, leaving the 8-10 in the pocket. Right, Alyssa popped up.
It's time to start.
Hey everybody, welcome back to USA Bowl in Dallas, Texas for the Roto Grip Sport Challenge Youth Bowling Series. So we've had 3 games of qualifying on the short pattern, mystery short pattern. And after 3 games of qualifying, we cut to the top 16. I have A bracket and our B bracket. A bracket is going to be a top 8. We'll run through the top qualifiers, top 8 qualifiers. Gannon and Takiatsu coming in with a 561 on the mystery short pattern, followed by Amani Moore, Savannah Burgeon, Morgan Davis, J.L. Hammond, Haley Spencer, Noah, Raleigh Turner, and Stacia Guerrero round out the top 8. So tough pattern today. 500 even made the cut for the top 8. 9 through 16 was Kelsey Quinney, Brady McDonough, Alyssa Ballard, Ellie Drescher, Logan Frischman, Keegan Alexander, Nolan Walters, and Kyra Durham will be on our B bracket, which we'll see over on camera 2. Go ahead and get our bottom scrolls correct. All right, so it's bracket style single elimination. Number 1 bowls 8, 2 bowls 7, 3 bowls 6, and 4 bowls number 5. So the matches are going to be across from each other on the scoring units. So it'll be Gannon against Stacia, Morgan versus JL, Savannah versus Haley, and Amani versus Noah for the top 1 through 8 A bracket. B bracket's going to be Kelsey versus Veronica. I guess she made it in. I'll have to add her. Logan versus Keegan, Alyssa versus Nolan, and Brady versus Kyra. All right, so there's Alyssa Ballard, lane 41. So again, these athletes are hopping over to a new pair of lanes. No warm-up, no practice, no chance to figure it out. Just start bowling for score. Our B bracket that we see here, they're bowling on a burn. So these lanes were bowled on previously. Our A bracket is back to the fresh, a new pair of lanes that they have not bowled on before, but is fresh oil for them. So again, no practice, no warm-up for anyone. Start bowling and figure it out. So Stacia Guerrero here on 44. Shooting at a 6-pin in her first frame. Stacia, previous champion here. Noah Raleigh Turner, 46. Stepping up. Powerful one-hander. That's his first shot on the lane. Crosses over, leaving the 1-3-6. And JL Hammond, 44. Several-time previous champion here, and that's why JL, the girls' Pepsi State champion for U18. Noah trying to chase down his spare, chops the head pin off, but leaves the 3-6. Amani picks up her spare. Stacia on 43, getting it out to 8 and flat 10. Gannon's right in the pocket, and that's why he was the leader coming into qualifying, finding the pocket in his second frame. And Haley crossing over, not able to get the 9 out. And Savannah, the number 2 qualifier, missing that single pin. Morgan crossing over, leaving 4 pins. Haley stepping out of it, but picking up the single pin. JL, second frame, working on a strike. That looks outside. It is. Gets out into the OB and gets 3. Amani on 46, up 8. Super hook out there down lane. So Noah, 45, looking to come back after an open in the first. And that ball reads early, crosses over and gets him out. JL looking for an early read, gets it, spares up her 3 spare on a strike, so she doesn't lose count. Amani finding that hook down lane. Yeah, surprising. So Stacia, third frame, she's on 2 spares. 9 spare, 9 spare. That looks inside, it is. Crosses over 5-10. Gannon, that reads early for him. Crosses over 6-10. Go check out our B squad. So Alyssa leaving a 9 pin. And Veronica's going to go first on 40 for her third frame. She's on a spare. And that crosses over, but gets some carry and gets them to go. All right, Alyssa picks up her spare. Kyra on 42. Trying to find the pocket. She's got a couple opens, crosses over. Leaves a 6 pin. Brady on 41. Third frame. Playing across the lane with some urethane. And he gets it out for a strike. Is that a strike? It's a strike. So he's working on a double now. Kyra looking for her single pin spare. She's a good spare shooter. She picks it up. And I'll see Nolan here on 41. Nolan on his fourth frame. Strike in the third. Throwing backup balls. Urethane backup balls up the left side. Not sure if he was doing that in his previous frames, but he leaves a 139. So he could use a backup ball right now. And Alyssa on 42. And that not far enough right. So 1-3-8-10. Theoretically, a good strike shot should take care of that. As Nolan leaves the 9-pin. So go back to the A bracket. Gannon shooting at the 310, picking it up. Nice shot to stay clean after 4. And Haley going for count, trying to get the 2, gets 1 for her second open in the fourth, and that ball is saying goodnight. Bye-bye. All right, Morgan on 44. She's on a strike. She's strike, open strike, and doesn't carry the 7-pin. So JL's got the left rail out here, so she went light again on this lane. And she picks it up. Noah playing up the right side and getting the washout. These strike spare washout. And Amani, everyone's continuing to struggle on 46. Just a lot of hook on the back end. Noah going for the washout and can't pick it up. Gets 3, so that puts him at 51 after 4. And Amani not getting it out. All right, Stacia crossing over. So she is on a double in the 5th. Gannon finding that out of bounds on 43 and picking off the 10-pin on a spare, so that's going to hurt. He looks back here and says, yeah, I know. All right, Nolan playing the crossover backup ball over on 42. And JL on 44, trying to get the mid lane read. Not quite. Leaves the 2-pin. Savannah 45 goes high, 310. All right, Gannon finding the pocket on that one. See what Haley's going to do here. Gonna try and pick it up, and she gets 2. We'll go over to the B bracket. Brady on 41. And comes in a little high, leaves the 4-pin. Keegan loses his footing. And Keegan leaves the 1-3. So he can pick this up to be 73 after 5. All right, Brady picking up his spare. Let's see what Keegan can do with this. And he picks it up. All right, so Gannon, the 44, looks inside. It is the nose. Oh, Noah picks it up. And that is going to be our Ballards Bowling Academy shot of the game. There you go. All right, be sure and visit Ballard's Bowling Academy at City View Lanes, online at ballardsbowlingacademy.com for all your bowling needs. Visit Carolyn and Dell with Specto, in-house pro shop, everything you need to improve your scores. All right, so Morgan Davis, light, leaves the 2-5. All right, Stacia picks up her spare in the 6th, puts her at 104 on a spare. So she's up in her match against Gannon. So we'll see if the number 8 seed takes out number 1. This is not an infrequent occurrence. All right, JL 43, Noah 45. And Noah capitalizes on his split conversion in the 5th to strike in the 6th to go up in his match against Amani. And Amani converts, puts her at 73 on a spare after 6. Span on 45, goes a little high, 3-6. Alyssa shooting at half the rack on the left side and can't carry the 8. So that puts Alyssa at 102 in her first open. And she'll hand the lead over to Nolan with that shot. So Brady on 42 steps out of it, doesn't like it, and it's high. 3-6-10. So Alyssa's back on 41, shooting at the whole rack. And she's in the pocket, leaves the 10 pin. Kelsey shooting at a spare down there. And she converts, puts her at 119 on a spare after 7. All right, Veronica, 7th frame on a strike. Lane 40. Oh, big split. All right, Alyssa goes wide on the 10 pin, puts her at 111 after 7. Chance for Nolan to widen the lead. It's Brady shooting at the unmakeable 3-6-10. Oh, and he makes the 3-6-10. Incredible. All right, Veronica gets the field goal. So Keegan's on a strike. 7th frame. Nolan continues with the backup ball. And Keegan shooting rockets at the pocket for a double. Putting pressure on Logan as Brady leaves a 4-pin. And we'll see if Logan can answer Keegan's strike. Well, it looks like Kyra's going to go first on 42. Kyra's working on a spare, and that looks good, and it is. So Kyra getting it figured out. That's probably the hardest part of these bracket matches, is figuring out a brand new lane, brand new pair of lanes. Keegan, or Logan, coming a little light. So go up to the A bracket up here. With JL coming in high, lucky to leave the 6-10. Noah, 45. That needs some hold, doesn't get it. Goes to the nose, pays the price. Gannon, oh, little back up on that 7-pin for an open. And that opens the door for Stacia, as JL opens in the 8th as well. And Amani crossing over again on that lane 46. Lots of back end on 46. All right, Morgan leaving a slightly more difficult split to make, as Noah gets none. And that was on a strike, so he's going to lose some count. So Amani can make this and close the gap a little bit on Noah, and she will not. She'll get 1. So that puts her at 104 after 8. Savannah on 45, way outside, gets 3. So our number 3 qualifier struggling on the new pair. So Stacia on a double. And that's crossing over 6-10. Savannah looking for her first spare of the game, and she gets it. On the foundation frame. All right, so she still has, she can go 100. Still in the cards. All right, Amani, 45. Now Stacia trying to get the 610. She gets it. Didn't like it, but she got it. So that was her foundation frame. Puts her at 172 on a spare. So Gannon can go 195. So Stacia can shut out Gannon. JL, her 9th frame. Lane 44. Looks pretty good. Flat, 10. Noah finding the pocket. All right, so Noah puts him at 132. That strike's going to help him out. Amani really needs this. And she's going to leave the 2-pin off of that. Puts her at 113. Best she can do is 143. So Noah just needs some count on 2 in the 10th frame. Haley tapping the 10 out on her first shot in the 10th. Puts her at 136. And she's shut out Savannah already. So Haley will advance. And she'll play the winner of Amani versus Noah. And looks like that will be Noah, unless the wheels come off. And Haley sending one way out there. Maybe exploring the space a little bit. So that's a space not to re-explore. Stacia shooting the 3-6-10. Picks it up. So she'll get a fill shot. That puts her at 189. And so she has shut out Gannon. So the number 8 seed will advance over the number 1 seed. And so Stacia will play the winner of Morgan and JL. JL in the lead going into the 10th. And JL just needs 3 pins to shut out Morgan. All right, so Noah sends 10 back, so that will wrap up the matches in the A bracket. So we'll catch up with what's going on down here. Alyssa falls to Nolan. And Brady is starting his 10th frame against Kyra, and he'll advance against Kyra. Kelsey against Veronica. So it looks like Kelsey will advance. And Brady tripping the 9 out with urethane, giving the 9-pin the business. So we got Keegan and Logan. Keegan opened in the 9th. And so did Logan. So Logan's at 1. He can now go 158. And Keegan's already ahead of that. So Keegan has shut him out. So it will be Brady versus Nolan. Brady going to go in the 230s here. And that might be the high game. So Kelsey will advance over Veronica. Brady goes 234 to finish up. He'll advance. And we'll play Nolan. So Keegan with 182 advances. In a close match between Kelsey and Veronica. Kelsey 160, Veronica 159. So it'll be Kelsey and Keegan, Brady and Nolan in the B bracket. And it'll be Noah and Haley. And Stacia and JL. And as we get the scoring units all squared away, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back. All right, so our B squad's getting started. And Keegan and Kelsey off to a hot start. Strikes on either side. All right, Brady got a little inside with that, leaving the 310. And Nolan has a strike in the first also. So Stacia on 44. Crossing over, leaving a 6. And Haley going wide. Looks confused. All right, so station on 44. 6-pin, that is inside. Not quite going to get there. And Haley, oh, almost picking it up. So JL on 43. And JL with a flat 10. So Noah on 46, and that's I think the closest to the pocket we've seen on that lane today. So it's an improvement. All right, so JL shooting at her 10-pin. And that one's just a little bit outside. Noah shooting at the 3, 6, 10, picking it up. So spare in the first. So let's see if Nolan's still throwing backups. And nope, he's switched to the right side of the lane and crosses over and gets him out. So he's strike open. He got a little inside on a 10-pin in the second frame. So strike open strike. And Keegan shooting at his spare, going back up. All right, and Brady with a double in the third. So Noah on 45, second frame, working on a spare. Through the nose. 6, 9, 10. Let's see Kelsey over here. And Kelsey's on a double. And she crosses over with a 3, 10. Brady on 41, playing the urethane coast to coast. And is that just a 7-pin? Yes. All right, so I avoided the 7-10. Noah picking up the spare. So Kelsey with the 3-10. And just getting the 3. Common way to leave that. And Haley tripping the 5 forward. Station with the 3-9. Kelsey's fourth frame comes in high. Nolan rolls the 4 for a double in the fourth. Nolan coming in high, leaving the 3-pin on a double in the 5th. All right, so Nolan double taps that, picks it up. Keegan, he loves it, and he gets it. So it's strike in the 4th for him, puts him at 47. A little bit high, but Brady trips out the 4-9. Noah, all right. Noah leaving the 5-6 again. So he's looking to get another shot of the game. We'll see if he can do it. All right, the 5-6 doesn't get it this time. So the Ballard's Bowling Academy shot of the game remains unclaimed. So we've got Nolan up on the B bracket, on Keegan too. Some synchronized bowling. All right, Nolan high, 6-pin. Keegan 7-pin. So JL in her third frame. That ball rolls out on her, leaving a bucket. Noah out to 5, hooks back, gets it. All right, so JL shooting at the bucket. Ah, and that's how you do it. There you go, and that is our Ballard's Bowling Academy shot of the game. JL picking up the bucket perfectly, send the 2-pin straight back. 4 and 5 out to the sides. The 8 straight back in the pit. All right, Haley not getting the carry that she wants. JL's inside with that one and not getting the carry on the 5. All right, Haley can't quite convert that. Brady lights with the disaster, 2-8-10. Brady on the double. Oh, trying to pick it up. Not quite. JL. JL picks up her 5-pin. Haley looking to bounce back, and she does. Let's go, boss. There you go. All right, so tie match. Stacia on 43. Stacia 4th frame on a spare light. Gets half of them. Got a mechanical delay on the low side. Go back to Noah on a strike, 5th frame. All right, so he's got some room between about 5 and 9 out there. So that's a double for Noah, and he takes the lead in the semifinal match against Haley. That ball reads early for Stacia. So open, puts her at 41 after 4. All right, so Noah out to 5 there. 3 in a row. That's Stacia, 5th frame. That's high. Haley crossing over. Brady on 41. Oh, leaves the Randy. Deflex leaves the 8-pin. The curse of the urethane. Stacia picks up her spare. Kelsey gonna pick up her spare, and she does. And Brady gets his 8-pin. And Keegan, rocket through the nose, gets 8. JL in the pocket, great shot. Haley leaves the 3. Nolan firing rockets, leaves a flat 10. So JL on 44, up 10, high flush, 4-pin. So that puts her at 92, halfway through 6. All right, Noah, that's gonna go high, 369.10. After his 3 in a row, he gets 6. And Keegan steps out of it. Nolan, flush pocket. All right, so he's at 151 after 9. So close match. Brady can strike here and tie it up. Gonna need some hold. Oh, the carry for the tie. What? There you go. All right, so 40, 39, 40. Kelsey is up against Keegan. Keegan's had some opens. Stacia on 43, needs it to read. A little light, 2-pin. And Brady taps it out. Noah crosses over, leaves the 5-pin. All right, so Brady with the double over there, putting some pressure on Noah, on Nolan. Stacia here needs some hold on that spare. She gets it. All right, so Stacia up in the 7th. All right, 2 light shots over there. We'll see if Brady can force Nolan to strike out. Okay, so leaves him some hope for an even 200. So Nolan can strike out here to win. Needs a double. And Keegan leaving the 8-pin. So Nolan right there with the first one. And Keegan picks up his spare. So Nolan needs this one and then 9 to tie. And Keegan coming in lights. 1, 2, 4. Nolan looks pretty good. He gets it. All right, strike will win it. 9 will tie. 9 will go. Tie goes to the high qualifier, which I think was Brady. So needs it to advance. So Kelsey's going to advance against Keegan. Nolan, 8. Doesn't get it. 9. Wow. So close. There you go. Trips it. Can't roll it. And we'll just verify the advancers. Brady was 10th. Nolan was 15th. So Brady advances on the 200 tie as Noah strikes in the 9th. And that will shut out Haley. So Kelsey was the number 9 qualifier. So she will get to choose the lane. She'll get to choose whether she wants to stay on her pair or move over to Brady's pair, which is the advantage of being the higher qualifier, as well as breaking ties, as we just saw. So I imagine Kelsey's doing well over there. She will probably pull Brady over to her pair, but it'll be up to her. Noah leaves the 3-pin, but that match is settled. We'll just wait for Stacia. All right, so we'll stay with this match, and we're going to move the camera for our B bracket, and we'll be right back. All right, so JL and Stacia finishing up. JL, she'll advance, so it'll be JL versus Noah. And Noah was number 7, JL number 5, so she'll probably pull Noah over to her pair. Judging by how 46 looked rough, but we'll see. So our B bracket championship match is going to be Kelsey versus Brady. Brady's going to go first on 40. And leaves a 10-pin, comes in a little bit light. Let's see if that urethane holds up after 3 games. All right. So he's going to get that 10-pin put back up. And we're going to move our camera for our A bracket. So we'll be back in a second. right, so JL shooting at 10 pin, first frame, picking it up. Some mechanical issues over on B bracket. Brady starting off with a spare, Kelsey with a strike, and she needs her ball back to shoot at 7 pin. So go back to JL. And needs to read. She gets it. Light mixer. It's a spare strike for JL. There's JL and Noah, two previous champions here. The Roto Grip Sport Challenge at USA Bowl in Dallas, Texas. As are Kelsey and Brady over in the B bracket. All right, so Brady on 40, getting a little bit of loft in there, trying to get it down lane, taps the 7, but doesn't get it to go. So Noah made a 10 pin on his last shot. Unfortunately, it was the first shot, and he leaves the 7 there. So that puts him at 40 after 3. All right, Brady picked up his 7 pin. All right, so JL on 44, working on a strike. It looks good. It's light mixer. She gets it. Kelsey in the pocket, getting him out. All right, so Kelsey, strike, spare, strike. When she gets this right lane figured out, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So we'll go over and see. Looks like Kelsey's going to go first. And that is light. 1, 2, 4. All right, JL over 9 down lane. Gets the 7 pin off the 7-10, but leaves the 10 pin in her 4th frame. So Kelsey with the 1, 2, 4 on lane 40. She's working on a strike. Throwing her strike ball at it. Gets a little outside. All right, JL labels that 10 pin, so she is at 79 after 4. Brady cross lane urethane, just can't get the 7 out, and there's a 10 pin down there too, so it's got the 7-10 to deal with, so you will be unable to capitalize on Kelsey's open. He's going to have an open of his own, and Noah comes in light, 1-2-4-10. All right, so tie game over here on the B bracket. And another high shot, moves the 10 pin, but not enough. All right, Brady getting the 10 pin. Noah on 43. Again, championship match here on A bracket and B bracket. And 3-6-10 for Noah. All right, so Kelsey looking to come back after an open. And she hits the 9 pin, but again, not enough to knock it over. So Noah, 3-6-10, picks it up, no problem. All right, so Kelsey picks it up. So they continue their tie match, and we'll go back to JL on 44. JL working on a spare, and she's right in the pocket. So in addition to being the Texas State U18 Girls Champion, JL's the 2021 USBC Texas Hall of Honor, as well as the Greater Austin USBC Youth Hall of Honor. So some big accomplishments in her last year of youth bowling. And if she keeps striking, she can add another Roto Sport Challenge to that list of accomplishments, and that's a double. So it puts her at 119 after 6. And we were looking at the wrong camera, but as you can see, JL doubling the 6. Kelsey with a breakdown, but it looks like maybe a 1-2-8-10. They're just dangling in midair down there. But Noah on 44 gets it out to 8, light, 2-4-5. So Noah's going to need some X's on that scoreboard. JL's not going to give him any breathing room. So again, that's the advantage. Being the higher seed, you get to pull the semifinalist over to your pair, or move off your pair if your pair is bad. But JL liked her pair, pulled Noah over, and Noah's going to go look through his arsenal, maybe find something else, something a little earlier. Seeing if he can get the ball, find that pocket. All right, and he's back. All right, 4 more frames to get it figured out. And that's tough when your opponent's got it figured out and you're still hunting. All right, so Noah, 7th frame. Lane 43, sticks a little bit and gets 8 off of a shot that he didn't like. It was left off his hand. When you move to a ball that reads earlier and you stick and get it left, yeah, you've got a big chance of getting 1. So he did well to get 8 there and on a spare, so not losing count off the spare. All right, he gets the spare. Kelsey shooting at her spare, and she gets the 2-pin. So she's going to leave 3 on the board. In the 6th. Yeah, that was her 6th frame. So we'll see if Brady can fill this frame. Then we'll go over to JL on 44. And JL gets him out. So 3 in a row. And Brady did capitalize. So strike in the 6th frame for Brady. It looks like he's going to go first this time. Lane 40, a little loft. Didn't like it. And lucky to leave the 9-pin. Yep, just the 9-pin. JL looking for 4 in a row. And flat 10. All right. And Brady getting a mark in the 7th. Puts him at 114 after 7, so expands his lead a little bit over Kelsey. But as we've seen in the previous games, Kelsey can certainly string them together. See JL shoot her 10-pin. And she gets that. Kelsey crosses over and gets him out. So there we go. Putting some pressure back on Brady. So Kelsey on 40. All right, leaves the 10-pin. In her 8th frame. So Noah with the 3-6. And he'll make that. Kelsey shooting at the 10. And just a little bit inside. All right, so it puts her at 115 after 8. Brady at 114 on a spare, starting his 8th frame. So again, Brady with the opportunity to open it up a little bit. Oh, Noah getting it out. And that is going to be our final Ballard's Bowling Academy shot of the game. You know you've got the right ball in your hand when you're sending messengers across and tripping out the 10-pin, just like that. All right, so Brady picking up the spare there. So that puts him at 133 in the 8th. And JL with the look. Yeah, it's hard to compete against that. So striking the 9th puts her at 198. And Brady with another 10-pin. So still leaving the door open for Kelsey a little bit if she can put some strikes together. She can come back. And he picks it up. JL gets a little outside. 1, 2, 4, 10. But fortunately for her, the match is decided. There'll be no catching up for Noah. Best he can do is 182. JL's already at 210. But a match that is not decided is this one. So if Kelsey can keep putting those X's up, she'll have a chance. And JL didn't like that one. All right, so Kelsey, 10th frame. So she can go 165 off the sheet. And that one is not off the sheet. See Noah, light pocket, 10 pin. And Kelsey getting one. Noah getting his 10 pin. Leaving some deadwood out there on 44. So Kelsey's finishing at 141, and Brady already ahead of that. So Brady will be the B bracket champion, and JL will be the A bracket champion. And we'll see Noah finish up here, aiming at the deadwood, not getting it, leaving a 245. So that'll put him at 159 to JL's 214. So JL putting it out there. And Brady going through the nose, 610. So he'll be in the 180s. And he'll finish with 182. So that'll do it for the Roto Grip Sport Challenge here at USA Bowl. Brady McDonough winning the B bracket. JL Hammond winning the A bracket. So congratulations to those two and all the competitors coming out today to test their mettle against the toughest oil patterns in the sport. So thanks everyone for watching. Be sure and tune in next time. Be sure and click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share the video with a friend so that you'll know whenever we go live. So again, thanks for watching everyone, and as always, remember, be cool and go bowl.